Alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 speed build today. So today I am doing another episode of Design and Decorate, and also today is going to be a really good day, because you know why? Because it's July 7th, and I'm doing my July build challenge that I just started literally July 1st. So if you want to check out this challenge, I will link it down below in the description to my Twitter page if you want to do this build challenge for yourself. And so I recently kind of started doing build challenges of my own. I did one last month for June, and now I'm doing one for July. So I feel like this one was fun, but last month was really difficult, and that's why I didn't do a speed build of it, because it was taking me too long. It took me 7 hours to do, because one, I did it on a live stream, and two, I get distracted really easily. But again, it was too big and it was too difficult for some people to do. So I thought, you know what, this month I wanted to make it smaller and more easier for people. And honestly, you guys actually love it. And you guys are really good at and really talented at building. Because I'm like, I checked the gallery for this hashtag and I was like, wait, what in the world? These people are talented. Like the landscaping, the decor that they put in the house, the way these just like kind of got their own creative spin to the house is so freaking cool, and I love it. So the rules of that consist of this challenge is that you have unlimited simoleons. You have to keep the interior layout the way it is, like the rooms and where it's all at, on the inside the way it is. The landscaping, decor, and colors is your choice. You can do whatever you want with the decor on the inside or outside. The landscaping can be whatever you want. The colors of the house on the inside and outside, or whatever you put the house anywhere, is your choice. So again, you're limited but not really limited, if that makes any sense. So again, if you want to check it out, I will have the link down below to my Twitter. There you go. Shameless plug. So, and if you do this challenge, you have to use the hashtag SpringBuilds on the gallery. And if you have a Twitter, I will retweet your video or your blog post or just your pictures that you did, and I will retweet it, and that's how it works, because it's kind of cool, and I want people to see your talented builds of my build challenge, and you know, it's kind of cool to see how people build. And plus, the reason why I kind of did this is because of Rory Plays The Sims. If you don't know who she is really cool, a very talented streamer, very talented YouTuber, builder. She's like almighty and powerful, amazing, and like, hello. Hey Rory, how you doing? See me, senpai, notice me. But again, if you don't know who Rory is, I will link down her YouTube and her Twitter and her Twitch, because she's a really funny, genuine, happy person, and she makes you feel welcome and loved no matter who you are, where you are, and what you're doing, because she is just phenomenal, just phenomenal. So like I said, this build took me about 2 hours and 56 minutes to do. It's 88,000 some odd simoleons on the gallery. My link is down below to the gallery. But I just had I don't know why. I guess because whenever I'm building on a floor plan and I have like some restrictions but not restrictions to a build, I feel a little bit more creative, because I get to really, you know, dive into the objects and see all the objects for what they are, but also I get to like navigate and manipulate and kind of put together or whatever I can do. I just get to be really creative, and that's what I want people to do for these build challenges that I do. I want people to think outside of the box, like be creative when it comes to building. I want them to like look at the floor plan and kind of do it, but also have their own creative spin to it. Like if you don't have a creative mind or you don't know what to build, just take your time with it. Just look at the build and start building slowly, and then look back at it and see what you can like kind of adjust, what you can do, and just kind of just go slow, because that's it. You get better over time. Like when I first started building, I was very slow, and I wasn't a very good builder. I was very terrible. And it was back in like the Sims 1 days, like that was just horrifying, terrible. You do not want to see it. I don't have any more though. But it was really cool and really fun. And as I progressed over time in the past 17 years, I've gotten better at building. Like ever since a new game came out, like Sims 1, I was very terrible at it, but I gradually got better. When Sims 2 came at it, I had to readjust my skills. I built more, got better at it, Sims 3 and Sims 4, and so on and so forth, because every time I build, I end up being terrible, but as I build more, I get better. And that's what people should do when it comes to building. Like when people say, oh, I can't build, and I will say like, have you tried building though? Because if you can't say you can't build, then you're probably lying because you haven't practiced enough. Practice makes perfect. You have to literally at least try and build something and get better at it and continue building. And that's how you get better at literally anything. So again, practice makes perfect. Tips from Spring. You're welcome. I really, really love how I just kind of express the way I do and the way I just, it's just the way I do. And I like it. And if you don't like it, then so be it. But again, practice makes perfect. So I don't know what else I have to say about this. Oh yeah, so I am doing Rory's July Build Challenge tomorrow on Twitch on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will have my link to my Twitch page down below because I do a lot of live streams. I'm getting back into live streaming because before I wasn't live streaming. I was live streaming like literally 3 times a week, and now I'm like, no, but now I'm getting back into the swing of things, back into streaming and back into like live building and other games as well, like Life is Strange, The Walking Dead, The Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm doing all of it today and all on Twitch. So again, link down below. Follow me there. I'm pretty cool. I'm almost at 2,000 followers on Twitch. That's pretty cool. That's real cool. And almost to 14,000 on Twitter. Cool. Anyway, I am such an utter mess today. Oh, I saw a tweet. No, I saw a trending hashtag on Twitter, and it says, explain your life in 5 words. So I'm going to do it right now. So my life is a mess. So yeah, that's 5. My life is a mess. Clearly it is, because I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Clearly I don't. But again, I just, man, I feel like I'm getting better at voiceovers, but then again, I'm kind of not. So I have to practice. Again, practice makes perfect. So again, I have to practice at doing voiceovers and talking in front of a microphone and just talking in general, technically, because I don't really talk to people that often because I don't go outside of my house that often. And I don't, I just don't. I'm like, what is socialization? I don't know what that is. I clearly don't know what that is because I have no friends whatsoever. Even though I can say back in high school, I was very, very social, very, very outgoing. But I'm like, nowadays, I'm like, what do I do? Where my people's at? What do I do with my life? I don't know. But I feel like, I joined clubs in high school because I was lonely and I wanted to do something fun. I enjoyed those clubs. I was in show choir, I was in choir, I was in yearbook, I was in news broadcasting, my school news. I was doing that. It was fun. I did a lot of things in high school, and even in middle school and junior high, I was in a lot of things. And now, I'm in college now. I only joined like technically 2. Well, that's a lie. I only joined 1 club now. Well, no, I joined 2. It was a class though. I joined choir, but that was kind of class, school work, whatever. I was in choir for like a semester. I was like, nope, not today. I can't do anymore because I was too stressed out. Because the way it worked for my college in their choir, it was a little bit funky. I'm like, wow, this is a lot different from high school because these people are grown people who drink and do other things. I'm like, I am just a small child. I don't know anything about drugs, smoking, or anything like that. So best believe, not for me. So yeah, I left that choir just because of that. And plus, I changed my major to something different. It wasn't just working with my schedule. So I changed it, and now I'm all better and I'm doing great. So yeah, I'm not stressed. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. So I really am excited for more builds to come because I will be asking my parents. Well, they already have said yes anyway. I'm going to ask my parents to do my mom does my voiceover, my dad does my voiceover, and then I kind of want my parents to build their own humble abode house in The Sims 4, and then they do their own voiceover. So it's kind of like a 2 and 2 play on play words, I would say. Like they build a house and they do their own voiceover, and then I build a house and then they do the voiceover of the house I built. And it's kind of a win-win situation for them and for me too, because that means I don't have to do voiceovers for 2 videos. No, 4 videos. Oh snap! Everyone should do it. Actually, everyone. I have to express this. Like I upload daily and I do 2 builds a week, and that's my life every day. But I feel like everyone should do this because if your parents don't know you have a YouTube, you should tell them because it's pretty cool. And you do builds a lot all the time and you don't like doing voiceovers all the time, let your siblings, your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your dog, your cat, your fish, your squirrel, do whatever. Because I'm like, let them do a voiceover and see how hard it is. Because clearly, talking for 23 minutes straight is hard. I'm like, you have to come up with a topic to talk about or something to talk about. It's really hard. And it's just hard and stressful because when you have to talk for some odd many minutes and then you get to that point in time where oh snap, I messed up. And then you're at 10 minutes of the build of talking and you have to cut the whole entire thing. I'm like, well, my life is clearly just messed up and I don't know how to talk to save my life. Clearly I don't, but that's my own life and I don't know what to do. So the way I wanted to do for this build is that I wanted to make sure that this house was, family functional and also well lived in, because usually for my builds as of right, I think for the past couple of months, I would say, or past year, I was making my houses look more lived in and also as well functional, because I feel like when people download houses off the gallery, I feel like they download them more when a house looks more lived in rather than just, a generic house that people build and doesn't really look lived in. If that makes any sense, because I just feel like houses that look lived in feel more personal and more just well-rounded, cool, in my opinion. That's what I like to see on the gallery, and I get inspiration from the gallery and Pinterest as well, because Pinterest is so much fun to look at. I just live on... See, this is why I don't get any work done. I live on Pinterest way too much, and I watch too much Netflix. I'm on season 11 on Supernatural. I think the last time I was talking about Supernatural was, I don't know, last month probably, and I was on season 8. I'm on season 11 right now. I have binge watched that show. I'm almost done with the Netflix series of Supernatural because they only have up to season 12 of Supernatural on Netflix. And I know that they're doing season 13 as of right now. So I have a lot of things to catch up on. And also The Fosters is coming back on Freeform. I'm excited for that. I think it comes back on for the new season on July 11th, I believe. So I'm really, really pumped for that and also really happy because I missed that show so much. I'm all caught up and I'm all prepared for that. I'm waiting for Riverdale season 2, but also I heard that they're bringing back Sense8 season 4 or 5. I'm not really sure because I hear that budget is over $11 million every time they shoot an episode, because that's really, I can see why. Because in each and every episode, it's going to a different country, and I feel like whenever these they do what you would call these telekinesis, or whenever they're in the same room at the same time, it's always in a different country, and I guess they have to fly over there every now and then, and these episodes are 50 some odd minutes long, so best believe that budget is expensive for sure. And I can see why they weren't going to renew it for a new season, but what they're doing is that they're going to make a 1 hour special 1 hour special episode for a series final, which I'm not happy about because that series is literally my life. I love Sense8 so much on Netflix. It's so much fun to watch. They left it at a cliffhanger because when I heard it was oh, that's fake. I heard that Sense8 party is over on Twitter, and I was okay, that's a joke. That's crazy. But then the rumors were true. I was excuse me, what? So pretty much people went on an outrage saying, bring back Sense8, please. Hello, Netflix, what are you doing? I'm going to cancel my subscription if you don't renew it. And some people did, and then Netflix was okay, we'll do it. And then they explained that, okay, our budget's $11 million for each and every episode. It's expensive. And $11 million per episode, yeah, it's rather expensive. And so they decided to reopen it for a series final for a 1 hour episode, and I'm okay, I can deal with that, and it better be good, because if it's not good, I'm going to literally throw a chair across the floor and throw it out the window, because I don't have time for some half-done episode. I'm no, it's just The Incredibles, Incredibles 1, back in 2005, it's been, it's 2017, going on 12 years now, 12 years, Can you tell that I'm stressed and a little bit upset because, they put Incredibles 2 on the back burner to make Frozen 2. I'm what? Clearly you don't know the concept about 11 years, 12 years of the waiting of Incredibles 2, but I can kind of see because Frozen 2 was rather new and it's still rather popular amongst kids because I'm a child, but you know, child me wants to see Incredibles 2, like badly, but I hear that they're making Toy Story 4. And I'm not really sure how they're going to do it because I know in Toy Story 3, if you haven't seen it already, check it out. It's pretty cool. Uh, Andy goes to college and he has to give away his toys. So he gives away his toys to this daycare. And man, oh man, that daycare is possessed. It's really possessed. It's really crazy. And so what happened was that Woody was going to go, Andy wanted to take Woody to college. But what happened was that the other toys like Jessie, Buzz, the other toys as well, Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head and Slinky and the alien dolls from Toy Story 1, or no, actually no, Toy Story 2, they were all going to go up to the attic. And what happened was that Andy's mother thought it was like trash because it was in a trash bag. So she thought, you know what, I'm just going to toss it away into the trash or whatever, because she didn't know what it was. And somehow it ended up being in the trash bin instead of the attic. So all the other toys thought that Woody was kind of betraying them and saying, oh, Woody's Andy's favorite toy. He was his first toy before Buzz, blah, 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 whatever. And so I'm like, okay, these toys don't know how and Woody was trying to express the feeling, no, Andy was going to put you in the attic. He wasn't going to throw you away. And the other toys were like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. And so they didn't believe Woody. So Woody wrote a note saying, I think it was like this whole spiel when they went to this Sunshine Daycare or whatever. And it was like Barbie and Ken was like really crazy doll there. He was really crazy. And this teddy bear, he was lividly crazy. I was like, this bear is not Care Bear no more. He crazy bear with a K. So that happened. And so after the whole running away, going to the daycare, coming back and stuff like that, what happened at the end of the movie was that Woody and the other toys ended up back at Andy's house. And they were all in the box, and Woody, coming back to life, because toys are real, and they come to life when you're not in the room. They come to life. Toys are real. They're real people. So Woody came to life. He wrote a note on the box, I guess, on a post-it note, and put on the box saying that go to this address and give it away. And Andy came to the box, and he thought that his mom, probably his mom. Because his mom actually knew the owner of that daycare, or the worker who works there at the daycare. And Woody put the address to their house, to the owner of the daycare's house. And surprisingly, there was a little girl, and she knew Woody because Woody was at the house at some point in time, but he escaped and came back. And Woody and the toys were just there, and Andy kind of was a little bit heartbroken, a little bit upset, having mixed emotions because he didn't want to give up his childhood toys, especially Woody, because when he opened up the box to give the toys to the little girl, he found Woody in the box, and he was like, wait, what is Woody doing in this box? And the girl recognized Woody. He's like, oh, Woody. And Andy kind of pulled away from the girls and, wait, what? I don't understand. And he said, like, Woody's my favorite childhood toy. I could never go anywhere without him. And then I guess he had this like memory flashback of all the times they spent together when he was a kid, when he was very, very small. And it was really, really nice and really awesome to see that flashback. And so what was going on was that, you know what? We're going to do one last thing. And so Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Pork Chop and Mr. Potato Head was like the robber, and it was like Buzz and Woody just to save the day, and Miss Little Bo Peep and her sheep were like in desperate need of help. And so it was really, really awesome, and it was kind of cool how Andy was playing with Woody, Buzz, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and the dinosaur and the other animals that they had, toys he had. It was really, really nice to see how it all kind of came together as one, and kind of a final say goodbye. And at the very end, before Andy went to his car, he laid all the toys on the porch with the little girl. It was a really nice photo, and I really liked it. It was one of my all-time favorite movie series I've ever watched in my entire life. Like Toy Story 1 through 3 is by far the best thing ever. And now they're making Toy Story 4, I'm a little bit concerned because I don't know how it's all going to play out. Like, are they going to focus more on the little girl? Are they going to focus on Andy being in college and coming back? Is it going to be out of college and all grown up and going back to the girl's house who's all, 4 years older now? I don't know how it's going to be because I don't know the plot. They don't have information that I know of. But if you know any information about Toy Story 4, let me know down in the comments below because I would love to know, of course. But if you have the link, go ahead and tweet me on Twitter because I'll see it better that way because I live on Twitter. And so, again, Toy Story, highly recommend. It's pretty cool. It's awesome. And then Incredibles 2, I got some stories for you I got stories to tell for that series. Well, that movie, actually. There's only one movie, Incredibles 1, and that is, It's really good. It's really good, and I love it. And the way it ended was so abrupt. And I'm like, what? Hold up. Excuse me. You can't end a movie just like that. It literally ended with a villain coming underground. He said, behold, the Underminer. And then it literally showed Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, Dash, Violet, and Jack all together saying like, oh, he rips up open up his shirt and has the eye for the Incredibles, and then they put on Jack's mask. And I'm like, and then they had their little fighting pose and start running towards the villain, and then it literally ended. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? What did you just say? I'm like, how can you end a movie just like that and then wait, 12 years later, or who knows what will be out? Like, I think they were like kind of reverse it where they're going to make Toy Story 4 first and then Incredibles, but I think they flip it around to Incredibles 2 first and then Toy Story 4 in 2017. So I'm thinking Incredibles 2 will come out this year. If not, then next year, then we'll go along with Toy Story 4. But I'm not really sure how Pixar and Disney kind of works around that schedule. So I'm not really sure how that works, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it as well. And you know what the other movie I'm waiting for? So if you don't know what Avatar is, like, not Avatar The Last Airbender, but Avatar, those blue creature things. Yeah, 2009. You know what year it is? 2017? Yeah, 8 years. What? James Cameron, what are you doing today? What are you doing with your life? But I can also kind of understand because that is also a very high production movie, and all those graphics and all those things that they actually, all the special effects and the just everything that they do is in that movie is phenomenal. So I think that Avatar 2 is going to be awesome. They already confirmed Avatar 2, 3, 4, and I think number 5 as well. Not really sure, but clearly he's doing some rather good work on his movie, Avatar. It's awesome. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this part right here. Well, this video, of course. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know anything down in the comments below. As always, if you want to try out this challenge yourself, I have my Twitter down below in the description, of course, as always. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!